Welcome to Perfect Guardian, and I'll tell you 10 secrets of Mahabharat that very few people know. Mahabharat is one such epic about which the whole world knows, but there are hardly few who know very minute detail about it. The translation of enmity between Kauravas and Pandavas is still being done in English. This translation of entire Mahabharat into English is done by Professor of Strategic Studies Babak de Broy. When Professor de Broy discussed Mahabharata with Team Rasrang, a lot of secrets came into light, which were not known till now. I'll tell you around about 10 secrets of Mahabharata that no one knows. The first thing I'll tell you about Ved Vyas. Now, Ved Vyas wrote Mahabharata, but this is not the entire truth. This is because Ved Vyas is not a name, but only post given to those who had the knowledge of Vedas. There were 27 Vedas. There were 27 Ved Vyas before Krishna Dipyam. Krishna Dipyan was actually the 28th Ved Vyas, who was given this name because he had a whitish skin color like Lord Krishna, and he was born on an island. So this was the first secret. Now I'll tell you about the second secret. Gita is not just one. It is known fact that there is only one Bhagavad Gita that exists, which contains information by Lord Krishna. Though it is true that Sri Bhagavad Gita is the only pure and complete Gita, but another truth is that there are 10 other Gitas that exist. Vedya Gita, Ashtavakra Gita, Parashar Gita are one of those 10 Gitas. So, but actually what Krishna told was the same thing, but they did something different in all the Gitas. Now, the third secret. The third secret is that Duryodhana's indication for Draupadi. I'll tell you about that. There is an instance in Mahabharata in which, after winning the game of chess, Duryodhana had asked Yudhishthira to let Draupadi sit on his left thigh. Because of this demand, Duryodhana is known as villain. Though asking for such a thing was no doubt bad, but as per family tradition, this was not an insult of Draupadi. In those times, wife was given a place on left thigh or left side of a man, and the right thigh or right side was kept for daughters. Now I have told you 3 secrets of Mahabharata. Now I will tell you the 4th secret of Mahabharata, and that is, there is no definition of dharma. Most people feel that Mahabharata teaches about dharma. Many people even connect Mahabharata with truth and lies. However, in Mahabharata, there is not even one instance where truth or lies is defined. Even action of people in Mahabharata depends upon the situation they are trapped, or depends on the situation they are in. Now, the 6th secret that I am going to tell you. There was no sun sign for astrologers. During Mahabharata, there was no sun signs. Astrologers used to depend on constellations to predict future. Rohini was in the first place of the constellation, not Ashwini. But as time passed by, astrologers started predicting people's future based on the sun and moon signs. There are astrologers definitely, but they didn't predict according to the sun signs. Now, there was 4-sided dice. while playing chess. I'll tell you about that. So, the dice that was used to play chess or shatranj, the dice through which Sakuni had defeated the Pandavas in the game of checker had 4 sides. People only know about 6-sided dice, and there was no mention of a 4-sided dice in Mahabharata as well. Also, what was that dice made of, it was not known what the dice was made of. Today we know what the dice is made of, but in those days, in Mahabharata time, what was dice made of was not known. Now I'll tell you the 8th secret of Mahabharata. Brahmastra is made of mantras. Most people believe that Brahmastra is a weapon of gods which could only be availed after years of prayers, means tapasya. But this is also not the entire truth. There were some Brahmastra which were clearly visible, but there were some Brahmastra which were made from mantras. For instance, the wheel of a horse cart was made into a chakra. So I have told you about 8 secrets of Mahabharata. Now I will tell you the 9th secret, and that is that foreigners were involved in Mahabharata. How? There are foreign forces too that were involved in fight of Mahabharata. The real fight of Mahabharata was not just between Pandavas and Kauravas. Forces from Rome, Greece also came there, and they were the part of the fight. They were the part of the Mahabharata. Now I'll tell you something about Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu was killed by the son of Dusashan. Although it is believed that the 7 Maharathis of the Chakravyuh were the reason of Abhimanyu's death, but this is also not a complete truth. Abhimanyu had actually killed one of the 7 Maharathis, warrior, who was Duryodhana's son. Angry on this, Dusashan had killed Abhimanyu. But here, a lot of people say that Abhimanyu was killed by all of them. Even Karna was involved, but actually Dusashan killed him. Mahabharata was written in 3 phases. Vedavyasa Mahabharata has been written in 3 phases. The first phase has 8,800 shlokas. 24,000 shlokas in the second phase, and 1 lakh shlokas were written in the third phase. So these were the 10 secrets of Mahabharata that a very few people know. So thank you. Please subscribe to my channel Prophet Guardian and give your comments.